back to ASMcaR. The mic is on. And away we go. Today we are going to be unboxing the remaining four Lego Formula One minifigures. So you can see here, this is the branding of the new F1 partnership with Lego that we've seen in the Speed series, or the Speed Champion series. There are 12 of these minifigures to collect. They're for ages 6 and up in 29 pieces. It includes one car. Now, in the other video, I told you that one of you actually was really helpful in letting me know that this QR code on the bottom, sorry, the light is very bright, this QR code on the bottom, if you use an app called just type in like Block Builder or like Lego Scanner in the app or Google Play Store, and you should be able to find a couple of them. You scan them and you can figure out what car is in the package. Now, the very first video that we did together, we got a box of 6, if you remember. I'll put that video, I'll link it above. And we had no idea what vehicle was in each box. We totally got lucky with 6 separate cars. I don't know if there's a way to look into that on Amazon, but I highly doubt there is. But the remaining boxes, I should say, of these, I've gotten at Target, I've gotten at Walgreens, and that might have been it. Target, Walgreens. I know Walmart was selling them. When I went to Walmart, I didn't see any of them. I barely found these at Target. And I got 1 at Target, and I got like 3 at Walgreens and 3 at, or I don't remember, 3 at Walgreens one trip, and then 3 at Walgreens another trip, and then 1 at Target. I don't remember, something like that. So as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 of the 12 already. So we have the Red Bull right here. We have Mercedes right here. We have Ferrari right here. McLaren is right up here. We do not have a Aston Martin yet. A Alpine, or an Alpine. Williams we do not have yet. V-Carb we have right here. Kick-Sauber we have right here. Haas is right here. The F1 Academy car is right here. And the last F1 logo branded car. So today, hopefully we will get these 2. Excuse me. I know we will get these 2 because I did scan the last, or the second to last trip I went to make sure that I had all of them, because I didn't want to buy, these are $4.99 each, which is not really expensive, but that times 12, So we will have some duplicates, but I will build all of them today, and yeah. So thanks for finishing this series with me. Make sure that you're subscribed. We're over 200 subscribers now, which doesn't seem like a lot if you're, looking at some of these YouTubers or ASMR artists. But, the more that we can build a community, the more ideas that I'll be able to foster for you guys. And I'm very thankful for all the support. I really didn't know if anyone would watch any of these videos. I just really love F1 and IndyCar, and this is a real joy to do. And as things, the movie's coming out, and as races progress, I'll continue to do more time-sensitive things like race reviews and recaps. I know that's something that some of you have really enjoyed, and I do apologize for kind of not being able to do that as recently because of some life things. And I don't want to go back and do China recap now, but I mean I could, but okay, enough yapping. Let's get into this. So these cars all come with the same instructions that look like this. Every single box has this exact piece of paper in it, and it has the F1 branded car. So if you don't know what the car is, from the colors, I mean, it's kind of easy to tell, especially if you're an F1 fan, but until you build it, you won't know. I'll keep this open. Actually, no, I'll just tell you, because after you build 2 of these, you kind of know exactly how. And if you watch the other videos, you'll know I have built them in multiple orders, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so this either is a duplicate of Salver, or this is one that we need, Aston. So let's get rid of the instructions because it's the same as this. And let's start building. I think this is Aston Martin. You can see right here. So we'll put that on the back already. We'll compare these two. I'll compare this to the Kick Sauber and see if the green is the same or different. I think it is a darker green. I think, yeah, it is. I don't know if you can see on camera or not. See, the shade is ever so slightly different. Aston is a little bit darker. I don't think these are really representative of the actual colors. It's been a complaint, especially with the Speed Champion series. But, yeah. And our driver, I think that's the way they go on. Yeah. These are really cool how they do these. They're just like a little peg. I said in the last video, I've seen quite a few let me just put the wheels on now. I've seen quite a few things that people have done with these, like build keychains out of them. I've seen magnets. That was my initial idea, to do a magnet. That's the nose. I don't know if I'll build a magnet. I think I might build a magnet with one of the dupes that we get. Just depends. I like the idea of a keychain, but at the same time, I don't necessarily know if I would use it on my keychain. Where is the... Here it is. This goes on top. No. just goes on top. Me saying that I remember how to do this without the instructions, and now I'm like, what? Make sure this is like more straight, okay? And then that goes here. These are kind of hard when you have big man hands. In a way, I kind of find these a little bit more fun to do than the Speed Champions. Not more fun, but like, it's like the element of surprise is really cool. I think they did a good job with that. This feels like we have so many extra pieces. But that is it. That is our Aston Martin. And you can see the nice little, let's see, the nose with the logo. So we'll put him up there. And that means we just need a Williams to complete this. So we have three different boxes left. Let's do this one. And like I said, whatever dupes we have, I'll make another. I'll continue to build them. It's not like we're not going to build them. Get this out of the way. Yeah, I promise you I didn't pick these in any order at all. But we've done every single one without a duplicate now, because this looks to be the Williams. I'm very happy with these. Very, very happy with these. Let me know in the comments if you've built them, what you're doing with them, what, where you found them. Did you scan your box before you bought it? What's your favorite team? I've seen some people do like really cool like helmet designs on these with paint. I will not be doing that. I'm not that patient. Legos enough are a patient thing for me that I sometimes get frustrated with, as far as like my ability to be patient. Something that I continue to work on constantly. Yeah, this piece is hard for me to put on this back piece when the driver is already there. And the Williams logo, or I guess font, I should say. Branding, that's a better word. And all of these little, like, I don't know if they're they're probably multiple things, but like the camera bar, the roll hoop, they're all the same. I like how they made it orange for like the battery. There's dog hair. All right. The Williams car, like in the models, looks so cool. I mean, I think it does in real life too, but I think it's one of my favorites to build. There we have the Williams. So we'll put that guy up here. So now we have all 12. I'll get them out and I'll show them at the end, but we have 2 more boxes. So let's open these at the same time and see which double cars we have. Let's first check this off our list. So we have all 12 now. All right. I know one of these. I don't know what the other one is. Actually, let's scan them. Because if I can give one as a gift, I'm going to do that. So the app that I'm using is, I forget the name of this. Oh my, OMG Bricks. It looks like this. So what you'll do is you'll hit the mini scan, and then you'll go down here. You'll scan this. And then it'll show you, oh, I don't know if I can, I think the glare. Yeah, it's not working, but it'll come up with a little square that shows you what it is. So this one is I'm not actually going to build this one, because this one I'm going to give as a gift, because this is the one that I knew that was a duplicate. And the duplicate that I knew it is the F1 Academy. And one of the people that I do a podcast with, she really wants this, so I'm going to let her build this. Since we already built the other one in the other video, I think it'd be better to give her this to build herself than build it and then give her the car. You know, that's like half the fun. So we'll save this for her. And I don't know what this one is. So this one, I'm glad that when I scanned that, it wasn't the Academy car. Or I'm glad that was the Academy car that I scanned, because this one I truly don't know what it is. So we'll see what happens. I really lucked out. This is a very papaya box. So it is a McLaren, which is great because I'll be able to frame one of these. And then, you know, maybe like make a magnet or a keychain out of the other. I really enjoyed the McLaren Riviera livery for Monaco and for Spain. I love that livery. I thought it was excellent. I wish they would keep that more than the other, like the championship winning one, which I get while they're doing the same thing. Let's put that piece on. Also, we haven't done a race recap of Monaco, but I'm curious to know if you all watched Monaco and what your thoughts were on the two-stop strategy. I thought it was ridiculous. But also, I mean, it was fun to watch, but if they did it again, like, it would be so annoying. Let's see how quickly you can build these after you've built quite a few of them. And there we have our second McLaren. I said in the last video, like, this looks a little more yellow, and I mean, I have my light on super bright, so if you can see, it's definitely more papaya in person. But since that's a dupe, we'll put that one over here, and we'll go through all 12. So first we have the Aston Martin. Put this over here. Then we have the Red Bull. Here, I'll show you up close. The Aston Martin. The Red Bull. We have Kick Sauber. We have Mercedes. We have Ferrari. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alpine. Push these down. We have Haas. V-Carb. Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. The F1 sponsored or branded logo car. The F1 Academy car. The McLaren. And last but not least, the Williams. So this is all 12 of our Lego mini series or minifigures. All 12 of them right here. Again, these come in these little containers. You can buy a pack of 6 of them on Amazon. I don't know if there's a way to tell what you're buying online, but if you go to the store, you can use an app like I did, OMG Bricks. Thanks for whoever gave me that suggestion in the comments of like one of the first videos. But scan this and I'll tell you which one. And I hope you enjoy building these. I really enjoyed them. I think this is a fun little collab. These are $4.99 in the US, or at least that's where I am. And let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite car is or your team. I mean, obviously my favorite team is McLaren, and so that's like my favorite car, but I think out of all of these, my favorite is probably the Ferrari or the F1 Academy or the Williams. I don't know. F1 Academy is really cool. The colors are fun, and it's I think it's just really cool. I think my least favorite are probably the Red Bulls, just because there's no branding on them. So everyone has branding except for the Red Bulls, which I've come to find out is probably because of Red Bull being an energy drink. So it has to be of age, I guess I don't know if there's like some legal rules about, you know, if this is age 6 and up. They're obviously not going to put like, not that tobacco is a big sponsor of any of these cars anymore, but you're not going to be able to get, you know, a tobacco sponsor on a mini model unless you're like doing an actual model. So nothing that's going to be branded for kids is probably going to have any sort of 18 and older product. I hope that you were able to cross the finish line into relaxation. I hope you enjoyed building all of these Lego mini F1 figures as much as I did. Make sure that you are subscribed, leave a comment. I appreciate all of the insight and feedback. And until next time.